So let's take this down to earth. Please look at this image. I'm sure all of you can see here a cat with an orange on its back, but I'm sure that also the AI practitioners here have in mind that any AI system might have a difficulty with such an image. It might confuse it with a fried sunny side up egg. And I saw this image for the first time after ChatGPT was launched and the image feature was released. I saw a post on LinkedIn basically saying, here is an image which was identified correctly by ChatGPT, and it's mind-blowing. We are always talking about the edge cases, and finally, we have a solution. And recognizing this image with the current state of AI is a strong signal that AI got to the level of human intelligence. So of course, I had to try it myself, and I injected this image into ChatGPT, and the result was quite amazing. ChatGPT really identifies this image, all the nuances. It understands that this is a cat with an orange on top of it, but it also says that this image could be confused with a fried egg. So ChatGPT even has this additional knowledge that we, mere human beings, might make such confusion, as we don't have trillions of parameters and so much training data. So I ask myself, if the state of the art today is at this stage, how come we cannot reuse the same AI for autonomous driving? Can't we just take ChatGPT or similar kind of AI, even if it's on cloud, even if it's very expensive and high compute, and connect one of the cars and show that we really can solve the autonomous driving problem? But of course, I also had my doubts about that. Around the same time, one of the leaders in the AI community, Jan LeCun, published that even with the most advanced large language models, such as ChatGPT, we are nowhere near the intelligence of a human being, even not a cat. So the first step I did is to take this specific image and insert it into Google image search just to test the water. And the results were very interesting. Google found a lot of images of exactly the same cat and exactly the same orange, basically showing near duplicates. So I had more doubts about it. Maybe this is a celebrity image, and what ChatGPT does is actually taking the text around all the debates around this specific image on social media, processing in a very nice manner, but doesn't really understand the content of this image. It pretends to understand, but it just processes the text around. So to nail this down, I had to find images of white cats with orange that are not from the web, not from the internet. Our 157 employees got a task to find white cats, convince them to curl up, to put an orange on their back, and take pictures. And that's what we did. So you can see here even a simpler image with this cat, and the output of ChatGPT was not as impressive as before. Yeah, you can see here basically that ChatGPT thinks now it's a fried egg. So where we are in terms of state of the art, I think we are back to the same problem. We have those huge models with the diminishing returns, but we also have on top of these models a large set of protective technologies, which are trying to make the AI job simpler, to reduce the AI job, to reduce the functionality. And ChatGPT is an amazing consumer product. But even with all these investments, I heard in one of the lectures, 170 trillion parameters, billions of dollars for development, millions or tens of millions of dollars for training infrastructure, we still cannot differentiate between cats and fried eggs. And the situation in the automotive industry, I believe, is quite similar. We have billions or tens of billions of dollars invested into the same kind of AI, same narrow AI, supervised deep learning-based AI. And in order to achieve a good product result, we are trying to protect this AI with a lot of different technologies, whether those are mapping or vehicle-to-vehicle communication or connecting to the cloud or more advanced sensors like LiDAR. And all of that, of course, increases the cost. It solves some parts of the problem, but it doesn't solve the key problem that is related to AI. and bringing the AI to the point where it can drive the car similar as human beings do, using just vision, using just camera.